YouTube, what's good, guys? So I wanted to make a video. As you guys know, I have no money spent this year in MLB the Show 24. And, one of the things I wanted to do this year that coincides with that decision I made is sort of post videos that kind of highlight my experience and try and help out those who are also no money spent. I know it's a little hard to be completely relatable. I am somebody who can go flawless. If the stars align, I can go flawless. If I'm hot, if I'm locked in. Do it a few times in a row and kind of farm up a lot of profits that way. I make World Series pretty easily too, so that's kind of a nice way for me to get my team better and get the profits up. So I'm going to really focus on making a side series here where I go through best teams that can be made no money spent if you're good at the game or if you're not, you know what I mean? Or if you're really, really good, or if you're just kind of okay, or if you don't really care to play online, if you just want to build a good team without having to play online, I get that. So I'm going to do my best to help you all out. I'm going to go through the teams, going to tell you how to get these cards, and I'm going to explain some options or give you some options that could replace certain positions or certain players at positions and say, like, if you don't like this one, you could try this and stuff like that. So first, we're going to do the two best teams, in my opinion, if you are no money spent, that do not require making World Series or going flawless in Battle Royale to build. First, we're going to start with a just straight up free-to-play team, doesn't require any kind of help from ranked or BR, and doesn't require a captain boost. I'll show you guys what I got. So we'll go through position by position. We'll start with first base. I'll start with catcher. Yasmani Grandal. Very easy. Very easy. He is NL Central Team Affinity. That's it. Pick him up. I decided to go with him. I know there's Gary Sanchez. He's my next option there, by the way, behind the dish. But I went with Yasmani because switch hitter. It's just a personal preference thing. But go with and the defense is technically better, even though Gary's got a much stronger arm. At that point, it's your pick, but I'm just giving you guys the generalities here. We'll go to first base. We'll go to DH next. We'll go Justin Turner. I think this card is absolutely incredible. I think he's insane. His swing is so good, and the value you get from playing third, first, second, and short. He's not great at all those positions, but I think he's a solid option at third base and first base, to be honest, and maybe second base. But I have him at DH because there's no reason to play him in any of those positions. We have better options. So there's that. Again, TA card. NL West, very easy to get done. We'll go to third base now. David Wright. A little bias here, but I picked David Wright. NL East Season 1 Team Affinity. Very simple, very smooth. Other options at third base if we need some. Let me just get in here and I'll cap it so you guys can see. There's the Evan Longoria, who I think is very solid from the AL East. Very solid swing. Good card. I like him. Not bad at all. Colson Montgomery, Spring Breakout Program. Doesn't require any online play, really. You can get this done offline and do your thing. And he's a very well-balanced short. I mean, look at he's like the Super Mario of shortstop. 81, 86, 85, 83, 98 clutch, mid-80s fielding, 84, 85, 84, 84. These are all P2, by the way, so take that into consideration. And 69 speed. Nice. And he can play third base, too. Very good swing, by the way. Second base, I went with Brian Dozier because the stats, speed's good enough. Defense is solid and the power is there. I like his swing and I love the quirks he has. I understand if his weird stance kind of throws you off a little bit, but if that's not the good option for you, if you don't want that, Tamar Johnson is absolutely incredible. He's one of my best hitters on my team online right now. I'm literally using him on my God Squad. So he is, or on my captain boosted team that we'll get to very soon. I have two teams here. It's interesting, but yeah, there's that. And Biggio technically is free too, but he's from Season 1 collection, so it'll take you a bit to get there, but I still think Dozier's a little bit better. Next up, Youkilis, very high on this card. I love the offensive numbers, like the splits he has, plus that really high clutch rating and the solid defense, being able to play first, third, and right. If you need him in a pinch to play right, I'm sure he'll be okay out there. First and third base, he's going to be lights out. I think he's an incredible option. Backup option, though, I know this is Joey Votto, who's from the NL Central. He's free too, but I think this Jose Abreu is extremely slept on. His offensive numbers are incredible. His defense is horrendous. Actually, it's not terrible. It's common, but parallel to he's bronze, higher reaction rating. It is what it is, but I'd probably put him at DH if anything else. I think Kevin Youkilis gives you the best experience. Again, AL East, Team Affinity, free. Sammy Sosa, very well-rounded, 5-tool player. The speed's good. Defense is really solid. The power is incredible for this early in the game. Those not incredible, but it's really solid, and the clutch rating is really, really good. And he's played an insane right field from what I've seen. So nice. Dylan Cruz, one of the nicest things you can one of the nicer cards you can get early game. He is in the Spring Breakout Program. Free card is the end of the program. He is super well balanced and he plays a great center field, and he's even more valuable than you think, and I'll tell you guys why in a little bit when we get to the next team. But on the regular team, just God Squad, no boosts needed for captain, he's going to be in center field for me. Also, by the way, for Sammy Sosa, there are other options. I just want to get to that. There's the Vladimir Guerrero, if you prefer that swing with a little bit less defense. Sean Green, who's auto homer versus a righty. Trust me, those number versus lefties are fake. He hits tanks. And then there's Mitch Redacted. Not going to get me to say that last name. Not getting canceled today. The swing is solid, and the power is really good, too. Tony Gwynn, if you want a little bit more defense and contact, if you're really struggling with, lining up the ball to PCI, he does have the best quirks in the game. But the power is just a little too low for my liking right now. I don't think you need to lower yourself down to that number, at this point. But also, a sleeper option is always a center fielder, by the way. So, excuse me. Another free option, Cedric Mullins, by the way. Fantastic for a corner outfielder. Definitely pick him up AL East. Another option too. But James Wood, also free from the spring breakout program, and people are really liking him. Center fielder with pretty good defense, good speed, more like a right fielder or left fielder to me. The power is really nice on this card. Vision's really low, but it is what it is. He's even better on a certain team that we're going to get to eventually. I'm going to keep alluding to that, but there is that. Ricky Henderson in left field. I know he's not really everyone's favorite choice because the swing is a little weird for some people, but to me, I really like Ricky. I think the numbers versus righties are going to play higher than we think, and the 85 reaction in left field with 99 speed, it's going to be amazing. Outfield play is really important this year, and I think it's nice to have somebody like this on your team. And he's gotten fantastic quirks, but definitely will help with the exit velo. And obviously, if you like to steal bases, he's going to be a huge help in that area. So again, if you want other options, you could put any of those corner guys out there. You could even put Cedric Mullins if you want. Let me just filter this because these guys are set 1 cards. Get those core guys out the way. So yes, obviously, guys, this card was free. This Chris Taylor, but it was part of a promotion thing where it was like supposed to be a QR code you got in person in like LA or something like that. But there were codes that were online yesterday, the 20th, just for 1 day. And if you missed it, you don't get the card. And I find that very strange. I don't really know much about that or why that's the case, guys, to be honest with you, but it's very unlike them to do that. I'm sorry if you guys missed that. I don't know what to tell you. It's really, really strange. But yeah, that's my starting lineup. Bench, I decided to go with David Justice. Why? Incredible pinch hitter, right? He literally has the pinch hitter quirk with all these incredible quirks, and he's max clutch. Versus a righty, he's going to be free. Fantastic swing, too. Charlie Blackmon, essentially the same deal. With a little bit better of a swing in my mind, but it's close enough. Same clutch rating. The defense is terrible, but you don't really care. He's going to be a DH, or he's going to be a pinch hitter for you. You could put him in left, but it is what it is. I think he's hitting moonshots. Gary Sanchez, who could be your starting option behind the dish, and it'd be totally normal. A lot of people are opting for that. He has a fantastic swing. And Giancarlo Stanton, who honestly could have been in right field over Sammy Sosa. It's up to what you like because this card's defense is really, really good too. And it's even better in a little bit. You'll see it. So pitching-wise, I went with a few arms here. Jacob Mike Wazowski is in the spring breakout program. Very solid card for free. Sandy Alcantara is in the starter program. I know he's an 86. His numbers are a little bit low, specifically in the clutch area, but 5-pitch mix with good velo, and he's really reliable. So everyone knows how Sandy works. Zach Greinke, I think he's very slept on. The control is pretty low, but his velo is lower, so the pars aren't too big, and he's got a nice pitch mix. Sinker is very easy to dot too, very well balanced. I like Greinke, and he's a diamond fielder, for what it's worth. Jack Flaherty, he's all right. He gets kind of rocked a little bit, but he's got good numbers. Maybe it's just me that gets rocked with him. I think it's because his pitches don't really break that often, but that well. But he honestly is a very reliable option for a top 5 pitcher. And then there's Brandon Webb too, who has a lower control rating, but 63 velo means he's going to spot. And a good clutch rating and hits per 9 and K per 9, which is super fun. And he's a silver fielder, whatever that's worth. Bullpen, these are all free arms too, which is cool. NL East, Billy Wagner, definitely a must cop. Dick Blyer from the BR program. I have a silver in my bullpen. It's actually true. Right, so Iglesias from the AL West. These are all TA guys. Go through these Central, West. This is storylines. Derek Jeter storylines. Mo has his own separate mission. I picked up this Mo. He's a gold. It doesn't have 5 pitches, missing a changeup, but he's going to play a lot better than we think, right? He's a gold because the K per 9 is pretty low, right? And the walks per 9's but his clutch and his hits per 9 are solid, and the break on his pitch is just good, especially the cutter. I think he's very reliable and slept on. Bruce Sutter, I have my boy Bruce in here. He is he's an XP reward path card, so he's the only one that's not TA, but you can get him. Everyone can get him. He's free. Might take a little bit longer to get him than the other TA cards, but he'll do the thing. I find him to be a nice change of pace. Say you're starting somebody like Mike Wazowski, who's throwing gas, bring in Bruce Sutter, and he spots, man. 85 walks per 9, but 60 velo, just pins. It's great. And he's got good stam, 37 stamina for a long reliever. So not really a long reliever. I'm using him as that. He's technically a closer, but I use him as a long reliever. So that's why I call him that. But all free team. It's interchangeable. Other arms you guys can get. There are some golds. This guy is found in a pack. He's not too expensive on the market. Dominic Leone, decent mix. Ryan Bajir, who has a 4-seam slider, 2-seam, and a changeup. Basically like a budget sinker with that 2-seam. Get the job done. And there are some other arms too on the market, but these are the guys I'm generally going with here. You can fill up your whole bullpen with free arms. And unfortunately, this card is from BR, but it doesn't require you to go flawless. It's a program. It's a silver pack. It's very light. Go and get it. A few BR games, you can get it. He dots. He throws really, really, really slow, but has really nice break and dots everything, so it gets the job done. He single-handedly has carried me through 2 BR flawless runs so far. I know that's not what we're really talking about here, but it's just to show you why he's in my bullpen. That's the team for that right now. And then we're going to hop into a team, guys, I'm going to show you that is, I think, the best team right now if you're trying to win a lot of games. And it is the most free-to-play friendly because of what it could do for your team. It's going to be a team with a captain boost. So we'll cut to that. Get back to you guys in a second. All right, so we're back, guys. We're back with the second team here and the final team. And this is the team that I really recommend to you guys if you're just trying to get into captains as a feature and trying to learn and trying to really just get the most out of the players, especially ones that have good swings or ones that you like. So there's going to be one caveat here, and that's going to be Chris Taylor. He has a free card technically, but if you didn't get him, I understand that. We'll have an option for you in a second. But what is this boost? Cornerstone captain Byron Buxton. He is an incredible card on paper by himself, no boost active, but 11 hitters with under 60 vision on your squad. You get plus 15 powers, plus 10 speed, plus 10 fielding ability to your team. Now, why is this so important? I don't think I need to explain it too much, but being able to get plus 15 powers on cards with plus 10 speed and fielding this early in the game is unbelievable. Let me see the roster. I'll show you guys. Dylan Cruz, talking about him earlier. He fits the bill here, guys. Look at his card now. If he was in center field, this is what he would look like. 97 speed, 93 fielding with incredible power ratings. I have him in left because I want Buxton in center. Y'all know the deal. Stanton, 90 fielding with parallel 1, right? With 73 speed now. He went from an average fielder to actually a quite above average right fielder for this point, right? Nuts. First base, Kyle Mansardo. He's a free card. He's an 85 from the spring breakout program, but when you give him this boost, he gets plus 10 fielding, plus 10 speed, and he gets plus 15 powers, and he's got a fantastic swing. I love this guy. I've been crushing baseballs with him when I've used him so far online. This guy's a gold. Willie Castro from the BR program. Very easy to get. Look at those numbers. We're a switch hitter. His defense is weak. Don't get it twisted. His defense is definitely weak. But at second base, with 96 speed and 69 fielding, nice. At parallel 3, I think he'll get the job done. You could rearrange it if you don't want him playing the field. He is a primary shortstop, but I want shortstop to be someone who's a little bit better and stronger. So I have Termar Johnson over there, who is now a high gold fielder, would be a diamond in his primary, 81 speed. He's a much better defender over there at shortstop, so I have him over there. I have this Chris Taylor card over here at third base because, you know, I have him. He's free technically, but if you don't have him, there are some free-to-play options. Free-to-play friendly options. Cards, not that you get necessarily for free, but Max Muncy is 230 stubs, and on this team, he fits it. He gets incredible power ratings. The contact's a little bit low, but he will get a plus 10 fielding, so it'll be a 72 fielding rating, 58 speed. That will help him out. He's very slow. That's generally what hurts him. 72 fielding at third base with 58 speed, just in general, it makes it a lot better, a lot more bearable. I'll give you guys a little bit of this is what it looks, a little look-see here. This is what he looks like. This is what the Max Muncy's rocking with at third base. It's very doable, guys. It's very doable. So there's a bunch of options over here, right? As far as catcher goes, there's Gary Sanchez, but I have him DHing. Harry Ford does exist, and I'm pushing this agenda. I know there's Posada too, who we'll get to in a second, but Harry Ford is like JT Realmuto on steroids early game. He gets 90 and 95 power ratings, 82 fielding, 87 arm, 93 speed, and yeah, just honestly a very, very solid card. And his swing is fantastic. 615 from me, 6 bombs. He's been a catalyst. It's very nice to have that kind of defense and speed behind the dish. Like, he's beaten out infield hits, and it's really saved me a lot, man. It's nice. So that's the starting lineup real quick. Bench, Joey Votto makes this team. I don't like his... actually, he's a lot better now versus lefties, which really helps. The power is there now, so he's more than usable. And the fielding, it gets a massive buff. I like Mansardo a little bit better, man. I do. I'd like his swing a little bit better. I'm not as good with Joey Votto. Do what you guys want, though. Do your thing. You could use Posada over at first base, too, if you really wanted to. But Posada, defense is there. The swing is there. The stats are there. And he's got the quirks. He's probably better in a lot of ways than I'm giving him credit for. But he is there. James Wood, told you guys he'd come back. Look at this, 118, 102 power ratings with 91 fielding, 92 speed, 78 reaction. He's a high gold in right field or left field, where I think he's better. And with that speed rating, and he's 6'7", so he's gonna have a lot of reach. And Soler, another BR card, gold, 125, 103 power with 71 speed. I mean, we know Soler's swing is solid. This is a gold card, guys, you can get for free. That's incredible on this team. So personally, if you guys are trying to just get the most out of your players and really start like having a nice, good edge when you go into ranked, pause. This is what I'm rocking with. I mean, look, I have this under missions right now. This is just throwaway. It's for when I do TA mission stuff. But this is my main squad right now that I'm running with most of the time. And it's not much different, guys. I have Dahigo. Technically, it was a pre-order bonus. I have him at third base. I got the Mondesi, who's not free, but you can pick him up. Technically, he is free, actually. XP reward path, you get one of these hitter captains packs, you can take this Mondesi. I should throw that in there. You can get this card for free. He is insane on this team. Look at the 91, 98 powers for a Mondesi card with 93 fielding at shortstop with 99 speed. He's actually a must. I don't think there's any musts in the hitter captain packs except for Mondesi because he's so good on his own. This is what he looks like normally. And if you add him on the Buxton team, he becomes mandatory. So yeah, I have Termar Johnson starting. He's hitting tanks. Monsardo, I did buy this guy off the market. I want to try him out. He has a little slap swing, Addison Barger, and on paper his card's okay, but where he's weak in the power department and the speed and fielding department, he gets all of that from Buxton. He's actually 89 and right with a max arm, 84 speed, and the offense is very, very well balanced. And honestly, at parallel 5, we're talking 90, 92 versus righties, which sounds a lot better. I want to give him a shot, so I like him. And this is my bench looking like these days. I got similar cards, guys, on my team. And yeah, I mean, that's it. That's what I'm rocking with. This is my God squad. I don't really play with them as often. I like to have some more fun. But these are the guys that I rock with. This is my team. Not this team. Sorry, this team is my team. But this is the team I'm giving you guys as an example. And it's not too far off from my team that I'm rocking with in ranked, man. You could really get some things done. I mean, geez, even if you don't want to use Harry Ford, you have a Gary Sanchez behind the dish with gold fielding. This is a joke with 97 armor. I love it. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what teams you guys are running with. And those are the two best teams I think you can get no money spent right now. So it's just like how to get this done as soon as possible. Give me your thoughts. I want to know. Catch you guys next video. Peace.